Can you hear me, Aries? Yay or nay? Yes, okay. Cool. So you can hear me this time. Sorry about that. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that sound issue. Definitely not expected or intended. What are we starting with for Aries today, Spirit? Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but I will go with it. Okay. Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. I hope you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever the message finds you, simply because you deserve to. Thank you for all of the likes, comments, subscribes, and donations to my channel. They truly mean the world to me. If you would like a private reading, more information about that will be on my About tab on my page. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, the link will be in the description box below. You might as well, because why not, right? On the split, we have the Five of Swords and the King of Wands. I swear, it might not have been your reading, but last time I used this deck, this was the exact split I got. And I like shuffled the deck and I went through all the cards and everything. That's crazy. You're having some issues with your self-perception. You're having some struggle, or like you're trying to be your best self. You're trying to believe in yourself. You're trying to regain your confidence, but there is some sort of conflict that you're having in regards to that. You know you're the shit, but there's something inside of your mind that is like making you fight yourself or something. I don't know. That's for some. This is the little pre-shuffle. It's take it as it resonates. This is not your reading yet. For Aries. Thank you, Spirit. If you're in this chat, please like this video. For Aries. The Queen of Pentacles. I like this a lot. And the King of Pentacles on the bottom. Some of you could be in a... Ew. The Sun in reverse under that. This is only for some. Some of you Aries out there are in a connection or a relationship, potentially a marriage, where you're kind of unhappy. You're not as fulfilled as you know you should be. And you're kind of just working through that process or getting through that. But let's get the rest of your cards. The Five of Cups. The World card in the center. Two more. The Chariot. And the Two of Wands in reverse. Aries, you're on a good path. You're on a very progressive path right now. I feel like a lot of you are focused on your money. We have Strength in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, and then the Empress. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, potentially a Gemini, potentially a Virgo. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer. maybe another Aries. But regardless, I see you on this path of overcoming your struggles, overcoming your whatever you perceive to be a blockage, whatever you perceive to be in your way. I see you overcoming it. I also feel like you're in a very I attract, I don't chase type of energy. But you're also grieving something. There's some sort of sadness that's lingering around you because of a completion of a cycle. You're not letting this slow you down. You're not letting this prevent you from moving forward, because I do see you moving forward very determined at that and successfully. But I do see you kind of processing or grieving some sort of like loss or releasing some sort of energy that's no longer serving you. Regardless, you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is a very vibrant, very powerful, very manifestive type of energy. To be paired with the Chariot, the World, Two of Wands reverse, you're not confused about what you want. You're not confused about what you deserve. You deserve the best, so you're only seeking the best, as you should. Nobody can blame you for that. But I do see you in this period of like looking back to the past, looking at this old version of you or older version of you, almost in like, it's almost like you're looking back to the past like, I can't believe that I used to be that person. I can't believe that that used to be me. I can't believe I used to put up with that. Or I can't believe I used to settle for that. You know what I mean? I see you very happy and excited and liberated to be out of a certain cycle and moving forward, but I also see you kind of looking back in disbelief, I guess. On the split, King of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for Aries. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Love to see it. But also the Five of Pentacles. You could have been dealing with the Earth sign. Page of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. Damn. Knight of Cups. There could have been a romantic situation. Ten of Wands in reverse. Wow. King of Cups, Strength in reverse. The Chariot. Empress in reverse. Okay, so I'll say this in the most concise way that I can. Aries, they were really mistreating you or not appreciating you. They were not appreciating what they had when they had it. This broke down your self-esteem, or this diminished your self-esteem in a way that made you feel a little bit less than. But you did not put up with it for long. You did not allow that cycle to continue. You put a stop to it because you realized what was happening. You walked away from it. You started moving forward, but this was not an easy thing for you to let go of or overcome. This was something that you had to work on. Like, you could have broken up with this person, or you could have like released that friend, but their energy still lingered. You still could have let them text you or call you. There was some sort of interaction that was maintaining the connection or energetic relationship that you guys shared. But I see you now in this energy of like fully releasing or fully moving on. And that's why we're moving forward with the Five of Cups in your reading. And then the World. And then the Chariot. Like, it's almost like the past is truly the past. We all want to say the past is the past, but the past ain't the past until we let the past be the past, if that makes sense. You're finally in an energy of no longer bullshitting yourself. You're finally in an energy of letting the past be the past. You're taking this new beginning, this very prosperous new beginning at that. You're grieving what you need to grieve. You're letting cycles complete as they need to. You're walking away from someone or leaving something behind, and you're not looking back with the Page of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. This definitely has to do with love and some type of like letting go with the King of Cups, Ten of Wands reverse, and what the fuck? And the Knight of Cups. But with Strength in reverse and the Chariot, you knew you should have done this a long time ago. You knew that you had the capability or power to let go of this. You could have saved yourself a lot of time, but I feel like you're just in this energy of being happy that it just happened in general. You know you could have let it go sooner, but you're happy that it's just gone in general. Like, I don't see you beating yourself up over the fact that you could have did this a week ago, a month ago, 10 months ago. You know, I don't see you beating yourself up for holding on to it. I more so just see you in this understanding type of energy, like, I held on to it, that's on me. Now it's time for me to let go and grieve. Let the cycle complete or let the cycle finish, whatever it is for you, so I can move forward in a prosperous way with the Chariot and Two of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Five of Cups. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, some of you could be getting divorced or gotten a divorce. Four of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in the upright. Seven of Cups. Damn. The Emperor. Your energy. Page of Cups. We're definitely talking about love here. It don't have to be like romantic love, but it could just be somebody that you loved. Somebody that was you considered family or just a very close relationship. You started setting boundaries that you knew you had to. Not that you wanted to, but this person was not treating you right. They were not appreciating you. They were not valuing what you were bringing to the table. You had to value yourself. You had to set these boundaries for yourself. Nobody can blame you. The people that do, they don't actually fuck with you, you know? If you're trying to take care of yourself and make sure that you're treated right or justly by the people around you, who in the world would be offended by that if they loved you? Nobody. So you doing what you need to do for you is very respectable, you know? It's necessary. It's a part of the process of growing and healing and evolving. But I do feel like there were people around you that were not happy to see you grow, heal, and evolve. There were people around you that didn't want you to let go or grieve or, you know, move beyond. Clarify the world. King of Wands in reverse. One more. The World. And the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Empress reverse, the Fool reverse, and the Devil. Aries, you put your foot down. And this is not between you and another. This is between you and you. You let a cycle go on or play out much longer than it needed to. You're not beating yourself up over it, but you're finally acknowledging to yourself that, like, okay, I can't keep dealing with this motherfucker. I can't keep putting myself through this same bullshit just because I have love for them, or I don't want to let go of this version of myself, or ... You are definitely ending something, completing something, and you're ready for the next level. This might come with a loss of a certain amount of self-esteem, but this also comes with the empowerment between you and you, that you can tell yourself the truth and then adhere to your own advice. You can be real with yourself and take your own advice. That's empowering within itself. A lot of us will know what we need to do, but we won't do it. We'll know that we need to change or grow or evolve or let something go, but we won't do it. You're in this point right now. This is center of your reading. You're at this point right now, Aries, where it's like, I've been bullshitting myself for long enough. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of that version of me that will let myself bullshit myself. So it's done. And you're just growing. You're evolving. You're being very blunt and honest with yourself. And then moving forward, we have the Chariot. Literally moving forward. Oh, you still got the Devil. Clarify the Chariot. Like I said, it wasn't easy for you. We got the Tower. Okay. That makes sense. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. Under that, the Two of Wands and the Six of Swords. You moving on, judgment. You made a choice, a very important choice, a very necessary choice for yourself and your progression on a personal level. Wow. There could be a lot changing around you right now. In a way you expected it, but you didn't think it would happen like this. You didn't think it would change like this. You knew shit was going south, or you knew shit was going north, but you didn't know it was going to go that far south or that far north, you know? And I feel like you're going with the flow. You're very in tune with yourself, your intuition, your spirituality, and you're moving on with grace. You're looking forward to the future right now. You're allowing shit to fall apart, and that's so much more difficult than people probably give you credit for, or even yourself gives you credit for, because it's not easy to let things go or let things fall away or fall apart. But I do see you doing that gracefully, because you know that there's better on the other side. There's more for you out there in the world. There's a better person, a better version of yourself. So that's cool, Aries. Clarify the Two of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess. Like I said, you know. One more. Ten of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands in reverse, and Two of Swords. You might feel very lonely at this time. You might feel very alone. You might feel like you made a lot of sacrifices that you didn't have to. You made it for your best interest because it was going to serve you, and it was going to put you in your best position. But a lot of people just don't. You might feel misunderstood. That's what I'm seeing here. Very misunderstood. It's almost like people are perceiving you to be the bad guy, or you just perceive yourself to be misunderstood. But you know why you made the choices you needed to. You know why you did what you did. It was so that you could live a more peaceful life, a more prosperous life, a more abundant life. You let go of a lot of stuff that, I love when I catch myself from saying bad words. You know why you made the decisions that you did. And you don't regret it. But you do feel a bit maybe isolated, or maybe alone, or lonely. I don't know. It's like you're trying to look forward to the future, because you know you made all these decisions so that you could get to a better life, or, you know, a better future for yourself. But because you feel like nobody gets you or nobody understands your reasoning, it's almost making you like get in your head a bit too much, maybe. It's almost like your world turned upside down, or your world fell apart, the world you used to know. And you were shocked, but you weren't fighting it. You let that world fall away. You let that version of you fall away. But then in the rebuilding process, you kind of found that you're alone, or you might be a bit lonely, or it's almost like you... Never mind. I feel like I said everything I needed to. Advice for Aries. Death in the upright, Judgment in the reverse. For those of you out there that are fighting the change, that are fighting the things that need to fall away, the aspects of yourself, the people, whatever's not serving you, that you know is not serving you, and you're just like trying to hold on for dear life because that's all you ever known, and it makes you comfortable and it makes you feel seen. Spirit's advice is to let it go. Let yourself change. Let yourself evolve. Let yourself become a new version of you, you know. It's easier said than done. It's not simple. It's not straightforward, right? We're all humans and we all struggle with certain shit, but if you know it's not good for you, don't be the fool, right? Be the fool in the sense that it's time for a new beginning, but don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You're a grown ass adult. If you know that shit ain't serving you, let that shit go. Look, Ace of Pentacles is your advice. Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, and the heart chakra. Bottom of the deck, the throat chakra. You need to speak your truth. This new beginning is right in front of you. No matter where you're at throughout this journey, this new beginning is here. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, totally up to you. But the sooner that you allow yourself to reconnect with your heart space, reconnect with your heart chakra, the sooner you allow yourself to emotionally withdraw from these obstacles and challenges, from this conflict in your life, the sooner you acknowledge that some shit's not good for you. So you need to heal and you need to process that, right? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, the sooner you can acknowledge and be real with yourself that, like, because it can even be an aspect of yourself, right? It could even be like you're not dealing with the situation per se anymore, but you're still thinking about it every day, or you're still holding on to it on an emotional level. There's a necessity right now from Spirit to you as your advice to emotionally withdraw from whatever was causing you all of that conflict. Prosperity begins, and then the heart chakra. Ace of Pentacles and the heart chakra. Nobody's saying you're wrong. Nobody's saying you're right. Nobody's saying you're this or that. Spirit is advising you to take yourself seriously. And that means no longer allowing yourself to make excuses for whatever you went through. Just because you had the worst case, just because you went through, let's say your situation's worse than everyone else's, and everyone agrees that you had the worst situation. Spirit's not giving you a fucking pass to be like, okay, Aries gets an extra day to grieve and be sad and just tell themselves some sob story. Spirit's not giving you that. Spirit's saying, Aries, you can turn this whole story around right now. You can empower yourself. You can grow. You can heal. You can change the narrative that you're choosing to feel or believe in. Or I'm not denying that you've been through some shit, Aries. Especially each of you individually, you've been through so many different experiences and people just not treating you right. But it's time for you to no longer invest into those situations that are already done on an emotional level. You have to pull yourself out of that. You don't have to. You don't got to do shit. You don't got to let the tower fall. You could try to hold the tower up while it's falling and you will be crushed, you know? Imagine it. Imagine you trying to hold this falling tower up when it's falling. You can't do that as a human being. But what you can do as a human being on an emotional level is let that shit go. You don't have to. You can move forward in all of the prosperous ways that you desire, but you can't move forward and hold on to the past and think that you're still going to move forward in a successful way. New beginnings are here. Your heart chakra wants to be reconnected with and to, but you got too much chaos in your heart or your mind. It's clouding your vision or your feeling. So let that shit go, evolve, grow, straight up. And you already know what it is you need to let go of. You already know why you're desiring to look towards the future and why you're still stuck in the present or the past. You already know with the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands reverse, clarifying the Two of Wands in reverse. But I'm just your rude tarot card reader. I'm just the worst. But with the throat chakra right here, I feel like you need to be honest with yourself. You need to speak your truth, right? Whether you're using your throat chakra with others around you or just between you and you, let that truth come out, you know? Be honest with you. If some shit is really sad and it hurts and you just been ignoring or avoiding it and trying to mask the pain or dodge whatever you need to face, like, it's time for you to be real with yourself so that you can go through it, get through it, and then get to your best self, your best life, your best version, because it's here. Prosperity begins. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Financially, you have so much success waiting for you. On a physical level, in the material realm, you have so much success that is just surrounding you. Whether it is right now or whether it's literally in the waiting queue. Sometimes we just gotta let that shit go so our blessings can find us. What do you want Aries to be aware of moving forward? Closing messages. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Forces working against you. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Chain of events that will affect your life. I'm not going to speak on these. I'm just going to read them as what Spirit wants you to be aware of. Take it as it resonates. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You should accept valid criticism. Short journey. Two-faced friend. Bottom of the deck, period of prosperity and abundance. Under that, an announcement. Aries, it's your time to glow. Glow up, shine, thrive, and just live a peaceful, more comfortable life. I know you're on that path. I know you're doing everything you can to be on that path every day. So continue to do what you're doing. This prosperity is here for you. Don't be the reason that your blessings don't find you. Don't be the blockage between you and you. You know? Don't do that to yourself. If you want to, make your life harder than it needs to be, then by all means, live your life how you choose to, but you don't have to. So be aware of the people around you that don't want to see you win or succeed. Be aware of the people that are trying to help you, the people that are trying to offer you constructive criticism. Know the difference between criticism and hate as well. Some people want to give you their advice and it's really just fucking bringing you down. It's really just like hating on you. But they try to sell it in a way that makes you feel like, oh, I'm a good friend. I'm trying to be honest with you. No, some people are just fucking mean. Some people just fucking suck. So don't be aware of who in your life is doing that, and then who in your life is like actually trying to offer you their honest truth in a constructive way to help you grow and help you build and be your best self. But this journey that you're on in regards to overcoming this pain or this period of like struggle, not that you're in one at all, but for some of you, if you are in any type of journey like that, it will be a short one. This is a short journey. It will be short-lived because I feel like you're going to recognize what you need to in regards to who's here for you, who's not, and you're going to move forward accordingly. There are forces working against you. But you're far too protected, connected to source. You too dang blessed, Aries, to let anyone on this 3D earth stop you from living your best life or being your best self. So believe in the good that is you. Believe in the powerful being, the powerful divine entity that you are. Don't let nobody stop you from living your best life, because the only one who can stop you is you. If you give other people the power, then that's on you. But you don't have to. And you don't. So don't. Boy, Aries. This was your reading. I hope you guys have a good night. Period of prosperity and abundance. Prosperity begins. Spirit is saying the same thing over and over. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You about to start winning. Don't be surprised if your money starts going up. Don't be surprised if you start feeling more comfortable in your life in regards to the material world. Emotionally, there might be a few things you need to let go of, release, or just accept. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody's for you. Shit is not sweet out here in this world. You know? There's a lot of two-faced people. A lot of people that pretend, and that shit's fake. But at the same time, focus on you. Do you. Get your money up. Get your spirituality, your spiritual protection up. You know, that spiritual rank. Keep winning. Don't stop. Because the people... Never mind. I'm going to just end this reading right here. I can keep going forever. I love you guys. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for all of your views and likes. Thank you for the $9.99. That is so cool of you. Like this video, and after this video, comment. Just leave a emoji comment, right? If you've been commenting throughout this video, just drop an emoji or something so that I can see all of your support and love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't let nobody make you feel like a fool or a sucker, because you ain't one of those, Aries. You just not. You're not. You haven't been for a long, long, long time. So don't let nobody make you feel like that.